Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Now, the first episode has gone up at the time of this recording, and I've gathered a lot of really valuable information from you viewers in regards to the BlackICE mod, and one of those things that multiple people has told me, Peter Magnuson, one of my personal favorite viewers because he's such a wealth of information, what he's told me is that the custom game start really doesn't work and kind of hamstrings you. So what I did, because I had only recorded those 2 episodes by the time I had come to this conclusion, and I had only played like 5 weeks of the game, all I did was started up the game again as a historical start and played a little bit. As you can see over here, I saved it a bunch of times to make sure that the saving and loading was working correctly, because actually when I was trying to play a little earlier, the autosave caused the game to crash, so I had to turn the autosave off. And all the things are just a little bit different this time. I decided to keep Korea just because they have a lot of resources I want, and I want to just be able to get them directly from Korea, and I don't want to have to deal with that. And I'm going to have to go through and rename some units for some people, but pretty much everything's exactly the same except for now I'm not hamstrung and the game works correctly. Oh, and I turned scripted invasions on this time because I was told that it really fucks up the enemy AI because they will be kind of like the vanilla AI and that they will just sit there and not do anything. Also, what else? There was one other also. Oh, you remember that thing I clicked on really quickly and I was like, I don't know what that is. I just clicked for the Emperor. That was actually buying a 240mm railway cannon from France. And I'll actually have that right around over here. I'll show it to you when we start up. Alright folks, here we are in the game. It's basically the same as it was when we left off in episode 2, other than that, like I said before, Korea right here is just part of Japan instead of like a puppet state. And I try to keep these basically the same. We got Dragon's Claw over here. We got the Sunrise Warriors over here. Cornelius, Corn on the Cob, wanted somebody named Cornelius. He's gonna get this little light armored division over here. We had a couple claims laid on some of the Marines, and it was David Snipes wanted the Imperial Stormtroopers, and who was it? Bubkin something or other. J.G. Bubkin 98 wanted Bubkin's Royal Marines, which I just realized I fat-fingered the keys when I was typing that. Let's try to fix that. There we go. Royal Marines. Now, most claims have been laid on ships, battleships, and carriers. Now, because the game specifically adds in unique units that have, you know, the Fuso, the Yamashiro, the Icy, all these battleships, Nagato, Mutsu, all these ships are very specifically put in the game like that. The light carriers, and we should have some actual carriers, the Kaga and the Kagi. Maybe they're over here. Here they are. Kaga and the Kagi. I'm not going to rename these ships, just because they are, you know, the specific special ships the game put in there. I'm actually going to keep those the way they are, just for the sake of kind of immersion, I guess. I actually kind of really like them too. But anything that comes off the production lines, I'm going to give you guys, okay? Unless it's like, you know, another one of those special ships, which I don't think that they might. I think, like, yeah, well, these ones that are almost finished are. But any other ones, and I mean, we got Kane Carlisle wants the Triskelion. Who else wants WJW? Wants a carrier. Gerald Hicks wants a battleship. Silver Comic wants a carrier. Matthew Hall wants any ship. Ryan Gamer, he needs a battleship. Courtney Mater, she'd like a ship as well. A lot of people want ships in this game because I'm playing as Japan, so you guys might just have to wait just a tick while this stuff finishes up. But you'll get them, don't worry. I got all your stuff written down, so don't worry about it. Oh man, I feel like I've been recording for a while, not actually done much. So let's get the game going. Let's put it on speed 3 right now. I'm, again, moving troops to the Chinese border here, and what I'm actually going to do is walking these Marines over, because I just realized they were here. So I got 1, 2, and there's a 3rd Marine over here. Is that him? Yeah, that's him right there. 3rd Marine Division. So I'm going to transport all these guys over here. We're actually moving our ships Oh, nope, they're hanging out right there for a second for some reason. We're going to move them all together so we can organize them. Oh, and more research is possible. And I'm wasting IC. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, it was really wasting. Why was that cranked up so high? All right. Everything needs to get upgraded. Everything needs to go. Oh, and what's nice about doing the custom start is now I have access to the air wings because apparently the custom start just doesn't work with technology very well, and that kind of hamstrings you. So we have access to all this stuff. If we go into Flotilla, we can build some more carriers if we want. And I've actually noticed the IC cost of ships is a lot lower. At least it seems like it's a lot lower. Oh, that also might be because I have a lot. If we go to in here. Naval, yeah. Ship practical, in theory, and naval engineering is much higher. And what is it? How much? I really do. Oh, it's because it's empty. I could have sworn I filled this out. Huh. Okay, well, oh, my bad. I could have sworn I filled this out before I went through, but okay, we're gonna take care of this real quick. Officers, espionage, just a little bit. That leaves the rest for research, and I'm just gonna grab what I want really fast. I pretty much remember what I want. All this stuff in here is basically pretty good. And electrical, definitely gonna want to try to get that and better radios. Japan suffered from a critical shortage of radios, kind of like Russia did at the beginning of the war. A lot of like planes and things like that didn't have radios in them early on. Pardon me while I drink my coffee. Alrighty. Rocket test, definitely going to want some crazy shit like that. We're going to want to try to get our Navy completely filled out, so we're going to hit them first with all the tech we can possibly get them, because the Navy is going to be super important. Super important. Cruisers, it looks like we're a little behind on cruisers, but capital ships are really good. Actually, let's put that on. It's a little ahead, but we'll grab it. And now let's go to plane. See, now you can see a lot of this stuff is unlocked because it was researched properly from the what's it called? The historical start. That's what I'm going for. Historical start. It does the. Peter Magnuson was telling me you need to load up a bunch of like custom scripts or start or manually start the game at like January 1st, 1935 to avoid being completely hamstrung by that start date. Turbo pitch propeller. Bomb sights. Well, what are we at now? We're at 48. That's pretty high. Well, actually, why don't we'll just fill it out because there's a lot of 1936 tech, and they usually go really quickly. So let's just kind of fill it out here. And I'll go through and clean it up later if I kind of overrun everything. Gasoline engine, yep. Special forces. Alright, that's fine. Alrighty. I don't know why. I could have I have this vivid memory of going through and doing that once already. And I saved it. You know what? It did crash on me once. Maybe it was before I crashed. I bet that's what it was. Oh well, no big deal. Just took a minute. Now, we've been focusing pretty heavily on what's going on over here. I think we need to look around at what we got in other places. Like, that's American. Well, let's, oh, is America not blue? Shit. Sorry, clicked off the screen again while I was trying to scroll. No big deal. Now, America's green now. So, okay. So that's American, right? That's Guam. That's American. Now, what we're going to need to try to do is... What I'm thinking is a couple big islands are going to need to get large, important air and naval bases to project my power. Quadrillion, that was it. Oof. Going through, look at truck. Ah, truck is probably where I'm going to want to put it. Let's see, what do we already got? Oh, we already got a level 10. Already got a level 10 there. And some infrastructure. Truck was a major Japanese naval base. Alrighty. Actually got the game moving. Oh, more Marines. I just saw those there. Now, we're probably going to leave some of these units in the homeland. Ah, that's what I was looking for right here. Look at that. That is the event that I clicked on that said for the Empire early on in the first episode. Was the Type 90, which is actually named after... Whenever something says type like that, it's named after the... I believe it's either the year in the Japanese calendar or the year of the current emperor's sitting rule. I think they use both because I'm pretty sure the Type 90 came into the Japanese military year 2590 on the Japanese calendar. So I think that's why it's called the Type 90. But it's a 240 centimeter railway cannon. Now I'm assuming strategically, because you can only move half a kilometer an hour, I'm assuming that this is going to be really good for supporting attacks on like fortified positions in cities. That's what I'm assuming. Where are you? Is this motorized? Semi-motorized. Motorized. Ooh, I like this guy. Anybody that I plan on transporting over to fight on the mainland here, I'm going to put right here. I mean, we don't need a ton. Although, I mean, there's so many infantry units here. I feel like it might be a good idea to not have this many sitting back at home doing nothing just yet. I mean, the home islands are not in danger of falling right now. So I'm gonna take a bunch of these guys. We're gonna move them down over here. Garrisons. Just because I'd rather have them available for combat operations rather than just home defense. We've got some naval bombers there. Let's merge those together. It's going to take me some getting used to the air power, too, because it's just so much has changed. There's so much more. There's CAGs, there's light bombers, there's medium bombers, there's heavy bombers, there's float planes, there's transport planes, there's interceptors, there's fighter bombers, there's twin-engine fighters, which I love. I don't know why, but I have a thing for twin-engine fighters. Whenever I play, War Thunder, or whenever I'm in the mood or something like that, I always go for the twin-engine fighters. Love them. Messerschmitt 110s, the P-38s. Alright, so all this stuff is going to get transported over, which means we need to fuck around with our fleet here. Let's merge everybody together. 133 ships. Seaplane tenders. What the hell am I going to use these for? I do not know. I heard they're just good as cannon fodder or for if you're playing like minor nations. They're really good. I'm going to grab all my passenger ships and put them into one, because of the 133 ships I have, let's see, probably like, what, 40 of them? Oh, fuck. Where we go? Here we go. Oh my god, there's so many of them. I'm seriously considering just 86ing the seaplane tenders, just scuttling them. But, I mean, I guess I could use them for something, probably. I've got 40 of these bastards. Ooh, and an assault ship flotilla. I like that. But anyway, let's move you guys over here. We're not at war. We don't have to worry about anything right now. We should start working on our primary battle fleet. And don't worry, guys. Everybody that wants ships is going to get ships. You're just going to have to wait a little while. You're just going to have to be patient. I don't know. I love my wife so very much, but she does not know the meaning of patience. I tell you, I tell you what. I don't know why I just channeled some Hank Hill there. Love her so much, but man, is she an impatient woman. It's kind of like an ongoing joke in our relationship. If I ask her to be patient, she usually just gives me a look, but like, yeah, I know, that's ridiculous. All right, let's attach this guy to this guy here. I'm kind of liking, let's see, we're gonna want him to go here to that one. Nope, that was the wrong one. Attach you to this one right there. I kind of like the light infantry thing I read a little bit online some of the different unit types, and for what I've understood, terrain and weather are far more important than this than they were in vanilla. Like, bad weather can literally stop your units in their tracks. Your movement you'll get 100% movement debuff, and you will stop. So I know that I'm going to have to pay more attention to weather. I'm going to have to use this map mode a little bit more often, pay attention to what's going on, where storms are. I'm going to have to pay attention to simplified terrain mode, just because you can kind of see in... If you go to political map mode, they did kind of overlay political over the terrain. You can clearly see the mountain ranges and the forests and stuff in here, and the cities on there. You can tell they're there. I'm just gonna have to kind of acclimate my eyes to looking for them. Now this is probably gonna take a few months to get everybody upgraded. But okay, like I was saying, the light infantry is better at fighting in rough terrain and moving through rough terrain. So like if I look at my simplified terrain map mode again, we have hills and a mountain over here, but it's open. It's an open area right here. Now I don't know if there's a crossing from Tangshan to Zhihai. No, it doesn't look like there is. No, so they can't move from here to here, but we'll have to go into the city. So fighting into the city is going to be important here. So what I'm gonna do is, let's take. You guys are gonna go over here, like that. This HQ is going to be in charge of fighting in these 3 provinces right here. The 226 incident. Oh, this was an attempted coup d'etat. That's what that was. Okay. So we gain dissent, but we lose neutrality. Nice. Alright, so we have some dissent now, which is bad. So let's go to production. And let's hope it works the same. All you need to do to get rid of your dissent in vanilla was crank up your consumer goods here. And that would slowly degrade it, depending on how many consumer goods you were building. Now, who do I got here? Oh, this is all these guys. Alright, so he's going to be in charge. Ooh, very low popularity. Leadership modifier, territorial pride, -16. Territorial pride. What the hell is that? I bet that's a combat modifier. No, I think that is, because one of the viewers mentioned it as being very high for Russia, like 700%. Low popularity, 1-year draft, full mobilization. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. We have a debuff here. Neutrality, battle commander. Oh, I do have 1 battle commander. Forgot about that. Alright, so these are light armor and motorized infantry. I feel like what's going to be best for them is, let's move them over here. Here, there. Now I'm assuming, this is still throwing me for a loop. The only thing I could think is that these are like, the land-based infantry versions of the historical ships I got. Actual infantry divisions, and like these infantry divisions are basically just generic. Man, oh, look at that. Infantry tanks, armored cars, and engineers. Oh, I was also told that engineers are way more useful this time around. Way more useful. Alright, now let's take a look. What do I need to do to declare war on China? So diplomacy. Republic of China, declare war. Neutrality is too high. It's way too high. So we need to get a neutrality down. Production, we're going to leave that where it is. Leave that where it is. Politics, I like having that on AI control just because it's easy. Intelligence, let's... People's Republic of China, increase threat. And let's make them high priority. Alright. Now, I'm hoping strategic warfare is going to be more important than this one, too, because I never felt strategic warfare was terribly important in vanilla. I'm talking about vanilla and this like they're completely separate games because they're so wildly different. So did I just accidentally leave my naval bombers off? I'm not really sure what the point of the flying boats are right now. I know that, you know, maybe they can operate in coastal areas where there are no airfields. No. Naval strike, no. Base, no. I can't really figure out what they're good for. You know, the normal benefit of seaplanes is being able to, you know, station them in like shallow lagoons and stuff like that, areas where there's not, you know, a major air base. Not really sure what the point in of the game of having the flying boats is, but we'll figure it out. Alright, let's, we only have 3 interceptors. I thought there was more. Should probably build more interceptors. Because I think the stacking penalty isn't as high this time around, so things like, you know, before, I would only ever put 3 or 4 planes in the same group together, the same squadron. But now I'm thinking it might be a better idea to kind of stack them up. Now, fighter bombers. Let's put our fighter bombers and our light bombers together. I feel like that's a good combo. I think that was there's a couple comments in my comment section that are just like, this is how you do it. And I think they said light bombers and fighter bombers. I don't think it might have been close air support and fighter bombers though. But let's knock off the transport plane. Definitely going to build more of those because we're going to be fighting in many areas of low supply. So I'm going to need to be able to drop in supplies when I want to. Medium bomber. Very few medium bombers, but lots of close air support. Close air support. We're going to want right... Well, these guys are going to be right here, I guess. Is that a major air base? It's a decent-sized air base. It's a level 7. Flying boats, let's just station in Korea for now. In an airport in Korea. The medium bombers, let's also station... there's not an airport in Pyongyang. Man. Not a lot of infrastructure here. Let's just put them down here. They can fly across the water here. Look how close you have to zoom in to actually get the names, though. I feel like that's different. That leaves us the transport there. Okay. And this is our main battle fleet right here. So what we're gonna need to do is take make ourselves a primary battle fleet. So Kaga and the Kagi, supported by 2 light carriers. I'm gonna put all my carriers together right now because we need everybody together. Now, these destroyers are our destroyers are very good. I wonder if they're actually useful in this game. God, what is the... I know you get a stacky penalty after 16, I think it is. So I'm thinking it should be beneficial to stay around there. So let's put in a couple destroyers. A couple light cruisers. Well, I have a lot of light cruisers. 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy cruisers. Where are we at? Unit rate. Oh, we have a unit rate. Capital, screens, and transport. So we have 4 capital ships and 8 screens. Is that always a thing? We have 1 transport in here? What the fuck is the transport? Oh, the assault ship. We're not going to use the... Now we're going to put in a bunch of battleships. I wonder, does it have to be 1-to-1? Let's just do this. Fuso, Yamashiro. I see. Now, I'm not terribly... you know, attuned to Japanese ships. I don't know which ones are battleships and which ones are technically battle cruisers. Oh, there's the pride of the Mutsu is the pride of the fleet. Let's get that in there. That's 17. I'm wondering if any... Well, okay, let's look at the speed. 33, 33, 26. 33, 33, 26. I don't want to slow them down that much. 23, 23, 25. 25, 28. Alright, everyone else is fast. Japanese ships are fast. Jesus, 37 kilometers an hour on a heavy cruiser? Those are speedy. Alright, let's bring in the Congo, just because I like the name. And let's put in another light cruiser and another destroyer. 20 ships. We're going to call that my primary battle fleet. I can upgrade the light carriers. Now, I'm assuming that means what it's going to, when you click on that, it's going to go back into the production. You know, when it says upgrade light carrier to a light carrier, it's just going to increase, it's going to basically install all the new equipment I have available. But we don't have any IC to spend on production right now, so we're not going to be doing that. So what's the slowest ship I have? The Honsho, the Fuso, the Yamashiro, 23.5 kilometers an hour. Not bad, though. 10 capital ships, 10 screens. I don't know if it's supposed to be a 1-to-1. Penalty of 100%. Each hull... Oh, I thought it was each ship. It's each hull size above 16 gives 10%. See, now I'm worried. Now let's just do this. There we go. Now I'm a little worried about my primary battle fleet here. I'm not exactly sure what the best way of going about these guys is. I heard stacking is the way to go, and I also heard that if you don't have enough screens, you take a huge penalty. We're suffering from Mongolian spies. That's unfortunate. What about these? Can we attack them? No, too neutral. I suffer from far too much neutrality. Oh, we're actually almost past February. National decisions available. Secret London... Second... I thought it said secret. Second London Naval Treaty. We'll get... well, let's see what happens. Oh, it's on AI control. What is this actually going to do, though? Okay, the Second London Naval was an international treaty signed as a result of the Second London... The conference started December 9th. The treaty was signed by the participant nations. Signatories were... Okay, well, is it going to tell me what it's going to do? Treaty limited the maximum size of signatory ships and the maximum caliber of guns which they could carry. First of all, capital ships were restricted to 35,000 tons. What? That's it? I mean, aircraft carriers and battleships at the end of the war were more than double that. Well, everyone basically did just say fuck the treaty. 14-inch guns. Also, submarines could not be larger than 2,000 tons or have any gun armament greater than 5.1 inches. Light cruisers restricted to 8,000 tons and 6.1 inches, or smaller, and aircraft carriers restricted to 23,000 tons. Those are small. We could sign the treaty, our relations go up, but we gain dissent and lose unity, or we could tell them to fuck off. They will let... Let's do that. Let's tell them... Oh, we got rid of all that dissent, and now we're going to get this. Alright, alright, alright. Well, production. Consumer goods. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to drag that down. Oh, no. Actually, we don't need to anymore. Alright, good. I wonder if that helped at all for my neutrality. Well, not with these guys. It would have with the other nations. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to let me start the war in China maybe with an event? Maybe? The coup has failed. Arrested 123 coup conspirators. Alright, they will be beheaded or leave them in control. Loses neutrality, gains dissent. Lose dissent, gain neutrality. National unity. I'm thinking right now it's going to be important. I honestly feel like we should do this one. I don't know. Well, let's do this. I'm not too worried about the neutrality right now, just because I feel like events will conspire in the game to start the war basically without my intervention. I don't think it's going to be a problem. What we do need to do, though, is all you guys are going to come over here. How much does that cannon weigh? It's got to be heavy. 2,000. Yeah, it's very heavy. I mean, and these guys are 104. 104, 105, 104, yeah. They're very, very, very heavy. What can these guys transport? 4,030. Okay, so we can transport plenty right now. That's not a problem. How's the upgrades going? They're coming along. It's slow, but they're coming along. Upgrades are always slow. Wait for a date. Let's crank it up to 5 and see what it's increasing at. 20. It's 0.5%. That's low. It's going slowly. Runners, infantry, light armor. The planes are probably getting... Well, they're not getting anything right now. Oh, yes, we are wasting some IC. Thank you for telling me. Ah, some upgrades must have finished. Oh, working on reinforcements now, too? Alright, if you say so. If you say so, game. We must be bringing all the levels up to strength now. All these guys. Oh, yeah, you know what? We did change, the laws there for a moment. I forgot about that. I'm gonna definitely have to keep an eye on our manpower, I feel. Especially as Japan. Alrighty. Everybody's good. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say that... Oh, we changed up our ministry here. Low popularity, very low popularity. Hirohito takes control. Okay. So... Okay, that's fine. We have someone new in control now. Now we have another decision available. Change in government. Where's the tooltip? Well, let's see what happens. New... oh. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't seem to have done much. Oh, we actually have something into production now for the first time. And another decision available? New ministers take control. New minister. Okay, It does. The new Japanese government. Okay. Has it changed our diplomacy at all? No, not really. Things are happening fast and furious now. Medium popularity. Very low popularity. Oh, medium was telling me that basically there's no buff or debuff is what I think it was doing. It's like, nothing is changing. Alrighty, good. I can't wait to start the war with China because I really want to delve into the combat. I mean, I'm starting to get used to the new visuals, a lot of the new stuff that's changing. I just realized that that's going up. A lot of the new concepts and things, but still, I want to get into the combat and see what happens. See what it's like. Alright, but we're going to end this episode right here. If you have enjoyed that... Oh, sorry about that, just stumbled over my words there. If you have enjoyed this, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3 with the BlackICE mod, just subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.